Hey, what's up, everybody? Before I get started here, first off, this train set lot is not for sale. This is getting set up in my garage as I got enough pieces to put a track together, and I never had one. So this is all new to me. Hence, I'm going to have some questions on this, that, and the other, and never noticed on the three power transformers that I have, but they're different voltages. So there's a question there on how much can these little boogers handle. So I'll name off the voltages on each one. Is two of them are pretty basic. Then I've got one that definitely looks vintage that can handle two tracks and then accessories and stuff. Otherwise, on the trains, yeah, I'm going to show you guys the trains. So in the box right there, and the majority of them, I seriously don't think they ever got played with, other than a couple of them that were loose. All the ones in the boxes, they look brand new in their original packages. Like somebody maybe inherited this stuff from grandpa or whatever, dad, whatever, uncle, Billy Joe, Henry Bob, whatever, and was going to add more to it and never did. I don't know. As everything was just stuck in a plastic storage tub. Hence, I got everything sorted out. So on the track, I just got a couple pieces to show you guys to just point out what type of track this uses. Is it's the old school stuff where it's got the little metal tabs that hold everything together, and miscellaneous pieces. A lot of curved pieces and a lot of straight pieces, and the rest of it's just all miscellaneous, this, that, and the other. Most of it 70s, 80s, like the trains, and then some of it definitely looks vintage. I think it's made by Atlas, where the rails or whatever are copper. They're not just steel, which everything else is all steel, but I got some stuff that it's copper. So it definitely shows the date. And on those transformers, yeah, the big one, I need to get the date on it. I have no clue. I've looked it up, and every time I find it, they don't have a friggin' date. They're just trying to sell it on eBay or whatever. So, show you guys pieces of track here. Same man, miscellaneous stuff, so different countries. At least this brand I recognized, hence race car sets from back in the 70s and 80s. It's made by Tyco in Austria. Didn't know Austria did some of this stuff for Tyco. Cool. Wise. Say. Steel with little metal tabs there, which some of those are copper. Hence, yeah, that one is steel. That one is copper. Show you guys one of the loose trains here. This one, I don't know if this happened at Goodwill, is it was all wrapped up in a napkin, and so is the other loose one. So I don't know if the damage was from them or if it was from the owner. But it's the railing that goes around the train. It's thin plastic, and it looks like it took a dump, like maybe somebody dropped it and it just started falling off, or just from people playing with it. I don't know. Otherwise, it does work. That's what's so freaking cool on this lot for 20 bucks. Everything works. To where, yeah, I can put a track together. The only thing I couldn't hook up is any accessories type stuff. I didn't get any of that. It was just pretty much pieces of the track and then the trains and some transformers. Oops. What the hell? Great. You would fall out of the box. One of the little hooks that connects the trains together broke off on this one. So naturally, when I picked up the train, it picked up the hook and it fell on my floor, so I can crawl around like a freaking crackhead looking for the last golden nugget. Thank you, gravity. Why is one of them still on there? So this one is made in Yugoslavia. I'm going to try and get in as close as I can with the camera. You guys might make out this symbol of capital A's here. I don't have a magnifying glass around, so I can't read what's under it. Looks like maybe numbers and letters. Like maybe like a serial number. The law says Union Pacific. I say it's this railing that goes around it that's busted off here and there, like it took a spill or just got beat up at Goodwill. John, that I don't think they took the time to get everything in the tub. I think they just got it that way, like somebody local brought it in here, Kingman, and just had everything organized. Otherwise, let's see. Hopefully, my camera will pick this up. Kind of see the three triangles there forming a large triangle. Anyways, those are capital letter A. And the writing under is just really tiny. So for anybody that's got these, maybe you'll recognize that, maybe you won't. Otherwise, cool enough, man. That was the one where I didn't know if it was going to work or not. It's pretty much just cosmetic problems with it. First transformer here. In fact, this one got a really cool store here in Kingman. It's run by a really nice gal. And she gets all kinds of vintage stuff in, from clothing to toys to this, that, and the other, record albums. Last time I was there, she had a lot of 80s Iron Maiden records and stuff. And it's a cool person. Anyways, she happened to have a full train set made by this company. It's just, I couldn't find a date anywhere on the box. It was in the box, looked like maybe it got used, maybe it didn't. Like maybe somebody got it for Christmas and it ended up in the attic where never got their present. Just don't know. Otherwise, this is made by Bachman's. We got a symbol with a 5 on it, and I think that's a 5. I can't read what's under it. It says HO scale, N scale, hobby transformer, model number 6607. Output on this 17 VDC, 20 VAC, or volts. Mind me, my brain is fried from working outside, chopping up tree limbs and stuff, so my allergies are kicking my ass. Max output 7 VA total. So, got me. Then just Bachman Industries, Philadelphia, made in China. So you go to Philadelphia and then you try and find China. So whatever. Otherwise, just has DC for track, AC for accessories, and then one of these type where you just flip that up. It's like a crank. And then it's your speed for reverse and your speed for going forward. So just back and forth. Otherwise, good shape. Remind me, if I'm going slow, I do not want to drop anything. Let's see. Okay, here's the other one. This one's made by the same company as all the trains that are boxed. Model Power. And on hookups, same thing, just AC for accessories, DC for the track. Output on this for AC, 19 volts. And then that's AC, So 19 volt AC, 18 volt DC. So got me. Well, it's just as simplistic. It just has a lever that goes back and forth, where it's just one lever for the speed and then a switch to change directions. Now this is the cool one, and I am so glad it worked, at least for making the train go. On accessories and stuff, so I don't have anything to hook up, so don't know. So on this one, it's just cab 1 and cab 2, as you can run 2 separate tracks off of this. I have no idea what the voltage is for cab 1 and cab 2. Otherwise, for AC, it's 16 volt. For DC, it's 12 volt. And as your master power switch, a couple switches to change direction, and then to make the trains go, you just have a couple of dials here. This one has a circuit breaker in it with an overload light. I have no idea if that light's good. This one I want to open up and just make sure there's nothing ready to go wrong, as in stuff needed to be resoldered, wiring, whatever. Otherwise, for running the trains, it worked great. Didn't have any problems from going really slow up to hauling ass. This one's made, I guess the company's Twin Power, or maybe that's just the brand. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the brand. So Twin Power MRC HO Toy Transformer Model 202, and Model Rectifier Corporation, Brooklyn 34, New York. And I haven't really gone over this to clean it up good. I'm thinking that's all I need to do. It's got just little speckles of rust here and there, but not bad. Not bad at all. It's pretty damn good shape. Otherwise, everything had tape wrapped around it. I mean, everything. This, they just got the cord and just wrapped it up in freaking tape. No rubber band since I put that on. So it's got tape residue, so that might show up looking like rust on my computer here. Otherwise, this is what it looks like. It is all metal, so nice and heavy, and one thing that really pointed out the age of it, the knobs here look old, and there's a little hole on each one of them with a screw to hold it in place so they don't just pull off. And then between the knob and the metal here, it looks like a felt washer. Pretty sure that's felt. Doesn't look like foam or anything. I'd think if it was foam, it would have disintegrated by now. Otherwise, see, that's just tacked on via these little spots here, where they just tack welded it, and then it's got it to where screw holes, so you can hang it like this or have it flat, depending on how your setup is. For your hookups, all on that end. So anyways, this one, if anybody has this, man, give me a year. I'd really like to at least know how old it is. On value, it's pretty much what I paid for the whole lot. It's around $20 for one that's still working, looks like, on eBay for the sold listings. So, not too bad. This stuff seems to jump up and down on prices. Little trains that I'm going to show you next. I think it was $20 top I was seeing for the electric ones. Everything else around $10 at most. So not real expensive, but more than $20. I just don't understand my Goodwill. How they can look at all this box stuff and think that it's only worth $20. So thank you, for working that day. This is the one that I took apart just to make sure that there wasn't something loose. I think it's just a little dirty. Yes, it does work, but sometimes it takes a little bit of a shove to get it going. So I'm thinking I just need to clean it up on the motors and spray it with some cleaner or whatever, and then maybe grease it up. I'll see how it does after I spray with some CRC. Otherwise, it goes like a bat out of hell when it's going top speed. And this one, I was able to look it up just going through Google on a picture search and found people selling this on eBay with the original box. So not as old as I thought. It just has that old look to it, but maybe 70s, 80s, or possibly even newer. Don't know. Otherwise, this one is made in Macau by Lifelike Trains. And it originally had, looks like a little ore cart that it pulled behind it. Which unfortunately on the thing that it uses to pull the ore cart looks totally different from all the other trains. So unless I can mock up something, this one is a loner for now if I want to play with it. Otherwise, cool looking. And, a lot of nice detail there. Right there is the little headlight, which does light up. It's got a light bulb inside there that's still going. So it's cool. And on how it's made, the top half here is, let's see, what did I do? Figure out how I took it apart here. Yeah, I think I did just take out the two screws on the bottom here, and it just pulled off. Anyways, you can see there's two screws there, and then this whole top half just kind of lifts off as the motor is right under that area. You can kind of see the back of it there through the window. And it's got a good size one in there. And the, whatever they call it to make it crank, cog, crank, whatever, is metal, not plastic. So, built pretty good. And fits really good in an old Motorola cell phone box. So I don't want another one breaking. Alright. Show you guys all the non-electric ones here that are all made by Model Power. Exxon. This is for Union 76. Pennzoil. Napa Auto Parts. And then a little red caboose. And then the next two, they're both the same thing, so I'm just going to show you one of them. Got two Santa Fe engines. See, man, they are, as far as I'm concerned, they're brand new, man. They may have taken them out to test run them, but they don't look like they've been played with. And for some reason, I don't know if a senior did this or a kid. I don't know why they'd have to. Just says both engines are powered. Maybe somebody at Goodwill did this. I don't know. And see, man, the only one I've taken apart is the little black steam engine, but these got a lot of weight to them. They feel like they're made pretty good for a $20 toy there. I say about 20 bucks for those, and about 10 a piece at the other ones. If you just round off the prices for what I was seeing on eBay, that's like top price for what they were selling for. On the other two, kind of went up and down. Like I say, I found a few people selling just the little steam engine by itself, maybe 20 bucks at most. Complete, maybe 30 at most. It just, the price kind of jumped up and down on that one. The other one, like I said, I haven't really researched it that much. I'm going to do that now and see if I can find out who makes it. It's It's a bummer when they don't put any brand name on stuff. In fact, take one of these out just to show you guys here. They are nice. Let's see if it says model power on them or not. Well, these ones, for anybody like me that's new to this, let's see. Yeah, the instructions are like a model set. Tells you how to take it apart if you have to fix anything, like replace the motors or any little parts or grease it up or whatever. Oh, that figures. That's so goddamn funny. Okay. This, all they say, at least on this one, is just model power, but doesn't tell you where it's made, which, oh. The damn power supply. Where does it say anything other than, oh, China. China. It tells me that they're fairly new, man. China. And hate to open one up when they're in good shape. I probably won't, but yeah, they got a nice amount of weight to them, so they should stay on the track good. Get in there, you bastard. Why do you refuse to respect my authority? You hippie son of a bitch. What the hell? It's a box. Don't you want to go in your home? You want to slice into it. Turn it into a double wide. Okay, you bastard. So anyways, that's the end of this video. I did find one other thing at Goodwill, Star Wars related, but I got to test it out a little further. It's electronic, and when I first got it home, I thought it was defective. It was one of those things where, oh great, that's why it looks like it's in good shape, like hardly played with. It's because it's defective, but I finally got it working. I just haven't had time to play with it to see what all it does. It's one of those hint hint Uncle Milton's toys for anybody who's got that kind of stuff. And it was one of them that was really freaking expensive when it came out. Ending this vid just in time. Otherwise, you'll get to see snot spray onto the screen. That's always good in a video ending. Yeah. End it with a smile and a spray. Or not. Later.